Does anybody know why I'm not talking? I wish I can re-upload that video. Does anybody know why I'm not talking? Because there's no one here, so I figure I'll give it 5 minutes. Local setup, okay. Let's see if anybody is here live. Okay. I wrote this last time. I like to spread everything I write. I'm not sure the value it has, right? 1,440 minutes in a day. Things by 6, things by 3, things by 6. Now, in the last video, I was asked about Shabbat. And I'm going to look up Shabbat right now. I'm going to have to just lower that music in the background. Oh, I think there's a cat outside. I don't know how. There was a cat outside. This cat was, you were sleeping before. Now I'm going to have to go get a drink. Okay? All because of you. I'm kidding. I got a cat. I have to be aware and awake. The cat will get in my way. Methodically speaking, before you do anything. Methodically speaking, before we begin, I'm going to give a little walkabout. Try and maybe explain what's going on over here. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can hear me, but I'm here. Give me a minute. I'm having camera trouble. I don't know why. I've been blocked or something. Okay, great. We're back. We're back. We're back. It's a little bit more than 5 minutes. Start at the 12-minute mark. Let me write that down. Let's say start at the 13-minute. So if anybody reads this, they'll see we start, well, start at 13 minutes. Very unprofessional. Just give me a minute. Just gonna get a little drink out of the fridge. A little tea on the stove. What is going on? 922, 722. 922, 722. That is interesting because how I see it. 9 and 7, very special. I'm not sure if it'd be like that, 9 and 7, and then you would take it and just shove it right back through the center like a fish hook tie up. So now you got a tail at one end, longer than the tail at the other end, because one of them had to be twisted and came back while one went straight up. Just a simple reason. You can still have that plug in, tying up wires. I believe everything we've ever done in manipulation of something happens somewhere. 7 and 9, they go together. We are in the 9th month, but the words in our calendar say 7. It seems like there's a lot of words that are out there. Just trying to find. There's a lot of words out there. Oh, yeah, okay. There's a lot of words out there that imply something else for a reason. The same way, if you back up on how we got our names, my last name comes from the male side, but I'm only talking about here. I'm not talking about all over the world, but this is based on my path. We each have our own path. We can probably all do the same thing, but we have to run our own path. I'm not going to jump here and come back. It's my path. Everybody brings their own path in. Just give me a second. You know, in my work, a number came up. Wow, I wish I knew where I wrote this down. And the number led me to a page of something that was in Congress, 504, something about, right, oh, here it is, HR 5504, to amend the National Dam Safety Program Act with respect to the definition of eligible high hazard potential dam and other purposes. HR 5504. Know that Ashar, the H and the R is Ashar, and that's basically saying in Hebrew God's name, Asher. Asher, Resha, Resh. Asher and Resh. Okay. I wanted to talk about Shabbat, the word, and does it have anything to do with Shabbat? And is it on the 6th day? And what happened on the 7th day? And since creation was on the 6th day of man, and God rested on the 7th day, why wasn't there any question to What did man do on the seventh day if God rested? And what happened on the next day? What happened? Was it the 7 days of creation? There's missing a tail to the story, unless when God rested, man took over the place of the Almighty Creator, because the Creator made this land for each and every one of us to be queens and kings. And with the king and queen, the child, the orphan children come in. They are the jacks. We take care of the jacks. The queen, 2, 5, and 8. The king, 3, 6, and 9. And the jack is 1, 4, and 7. Just give me 1 second. Okay. The reason for this, I'm going to show you this. Usually I talk the queen, 2, 5, and 8, the king, 3, 6, and 9, the jack, 1, 4, and 7. In a base Tesla wheel of 3, 6, 9 to 3, 6, 9 to 3, 6, 9 to 2, 5, and 8 to 1, 4, and 7 to 2, 5, and 8 to 1, 4, and 7 to 2, 5, and 8 to 1, 4, and 7. That when they should run, did I do this properly? That if they should run, I think this 1, 4, 7 should be up here, to here, to here, and to here. This running, okay, of the left-sided tilt of the Star of David is between 369, it's between the king and the jack. It is between 7 eyes and between 6 eye. One, 4, and 7, 3, 6, and 9. The king has 7 eyes, the jack has 6 eyes. The numeric value for the king is 41, numeric value for the jack is 25, 66. They are the gateway. 13, 4, 1, and 7 will be their turnouts. Now, that was the left side tilt. Now, the right side tilt, what are we going to get with the queen? We're going to have to do this one more time. And we're going to get 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9 with 2, 5, 8, with 2, 5, 8, with 2, 5, 8. And that would be 2, 5, 8. Did I get that right? 2, 5, 8, 2, 5, 8. I'm not sure if I drew that exactly right. But that's the right-sided tilt. And this one, okay, is the queen and the king. Number 62, number 41, 103. It's the same numeric value for Mercury. What does all this mean? Where does it come from? comes from here, comes from here, it comes from here, and I don't know what happened to the deck of cards. Yeah, don't know what happened to my deck of cards. Everything seemed to disappear here. But that's okay. Why do I say that? This is the vortex of Tesla. Period. These are the same numeric placements of numbers. That's all. Maybe it was up here, the 2, 5, and 8. Maybe I'm a little bit off with my circle. I should use precise mannerisms. It would be easier. So what we see is we see one circle, right? Okay, I'm not gonna do that. So this is what we get. So we get the total of 18 and 15. So we get R and O. Here we get 18 and 15 equals to 33 equals to R equals to O. This number comes from just adding this and adding this together by putting, so it's equal to both sides. So now what happens next is when we go one more time, okay, we go, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. When we go 3, 6, 9, 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, and 8, 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, and 8, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, and 7, 2, 5, and 8. So let me see if I got this right. We go from here to here to here to here to here to here. I don't think I drew that quite exactly right. I'm going to just show you it. Hopefully I still have it on here. Here it is. Okay, it's right over here. You see the first one to the left? That's what it's supposed to look like. That's what it's supposed to look like. But the numbers are not in the order I took. Okay? The numbers are not in the order I took. I don't know, 1, 2. Okay, so the numbers are not in the order I took, but it's still the same design. And here we have 1, 4, 7, and 2, 5, and 8. And we have 15 and 15, and we have OO. This is where I like to say my MOON comes in, or anything with 2 O's are referring to this. This is partial of the beginning of all through Mars. The Mars number will create 6 and 5, your 11th gate. It's also the word value of the word 7, white, wolf, not wolves, wolf. Wolves is something different. This numeric value is going to equal to 30 and 11. The 30 days of creation in Mars equaling to 41 home king time. ITME are singular words. K is 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 is what will create your beginning of 1 and 2. 30 days in Mars, there's 4 times, there's 4 suits. We have to bring out all the realities that are happening and to find and see what goes together. This is your birth in the sun, matter and energy. There was an equation I had today that was pointing exactly, telling me the story about how the sun was broken up into many pieces and parts. I'm not sure, esophagus passage But let me get out back to the comments, and let me get to the comments. Okay, 922. Okay, 9 and 4 and 7 and 4. So birth in 4 and the gateway in 4. They happen at the same time. They happen at the same time. And I did a small design today earlier on. I wanted to explain it. I saw it somewhere else. See the 3 blocks it makes over here? I got 3 more blocks and then 3 more blocks and fill in the blocks. And these blocks came to the igniting candles. You see, the first light should have been here. Whatever you want that signal. This one became the second connect. These 3, the E world of 3 here, the E world of 3 here. It started with 1, it went into 3 bars, and then 5. And in 5 bars, you have 4 areas. And then in 7 bars, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6 areas in 7 bars. You have 4 areas in 5 bars. You have 2 areas in 3 bars. And in 1 bar, all you have is a division. In 9 bars, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 areas of 2. So between here and here is Mars and Earth. Mars is 9, Earth is a gateway. At the same time, you can see this X is what creates, see, this ends over here. So your last ending is a Y and a Y. So it's Y, X, Y, your ending. 25 equaling to 7, X equaling to 6, Y equaling to 7. As well, your gematria count of what is 676 is the same numeric value. And it just so happens that 19 is DNA, AI, what God says, J, I have what is it? The not the verbs. Yeah, I think it's the verbs. Is it a verb? The verbs, the major verbs, être and avoir. I think that's what I would like to accomplish at one point, going through the être and avoir, the verbs, knowing the nouns, the person, places, and things. Other words that are certain words that need to be understood. Maybe even use the word how they created the words, to know where they come from, their origins, according to mathematics and different equations based on games, because all games have what can we say? Okay, the last legal Jesuit Pope Francis closed the mercy door, showing that we are in transition. Wow, when was this? When was this? When was this? Well, hold on a second. This is because so this is 2 things that happened, right? Wow, it's so funny. One of my friends just said the same thing. 2, 5, and 8, like the pH, the key to pad cipher, tree of life, 147, 258, 369. A measurement in time, the 8 days of a week. President of the United States equals 147. There are 147 windows in the White House. Star of David of Pluto, both path movements in the sky. Star of David is Pluto path movement in the sky. Hidden Hand of Pluto the Destroyer. America's in the first Pluto return equals both sides to be centered. We have been watching. Why today in the fall equinox, the sun is set at 23.5 degrees. Hallelujah, because 2 times that is 47, right? Oh, you already, yeah, you said that time is 47. Okay, yeah, I see it now. The sun travels 23.5 degree north and south equator, moving at time 47.2. What is it? $0.22? Because the dollar sign is for Mars. The dollar sign is for Mars. The pound key is for Earth, and this. So what I don't know which way you want to go. There's a lot of equations we can do with this. The total here is 52. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters. That's 10.4 each. Earth is 52, which is 4 times 13, which is 5 times 10.4, which is 3 times 17 and 1/3. It's so freaking perfect how it fits into Mars gate. The 10 and the 17 are reverse pineapples, the reverse alphabet. The 3 and the 4 are the polarities of each other. The 5 and the 3 are electric company. This would say 514. This would be 384. You have to add the numbers the way they are, like a kid. What do you see? I see a 3. What do you see? I see a 1. I see a 7. I see a 1. I see a 3. And that line crossing that way sometimes is also referred to as a 7. It's the angle of the 7, the split. So you have 2 26s. Earth is 26 and 26. Because when Earth goes this way, right, all we do is use the same center and we just go the other way diverted. So if Earth was over here, between here and here, or just over here, now it got diverted. How can I say it? This one got diverted this way, and this one got diverted this way. And if I take these dice and show you, it did not go straight across because the 1 dot doesn't go straight across. The 1 dot, the 3 does not go over to the 4. I'm not sure what they're all doing, but everything gets ignited, okay, inside the 5. Because the 4 corners, okay, the 4 corners get to meet the 1 dot. The 4 corners, which are relevant inside 6, in which the only dot that does get to reach the other side, the opposite vision, is within the 6. So you can say, although they're not going straight through, this one could be branching out 6 times. Where this one, okay, will be branching out only, this one will branch out here, will double up, but here it'll be singular, depending on how you want to look at it. So this would be, let me see, this would be 1 and this would be 5. And then when 1 and 5 come up, 6 and 2 come up. Let me do it this way. 5 and 1, 5 and 3. You can also do 3 and 5, and you can do 1 and 3. And all of these numbers work out to be the sun and say ace at the same time. That ace is noted to be 11 and 1. Can also be the 14th card when you're using it in poker for a straight. Or the highest card is an ace, and the lowest card, well, is a deuce in the game of poker. So 2 and 13. So the ace gets a 13 when the deuce is first. And on your telephone, the deuce has no number, no letters. So maybe they come together. Let me read that. Revelations 8, verse 11. Well, 8 and 11, they connect together because it's the heavens of creation. 8 and 11 is like 8 and 3, except it's divided to create within. The only reason I'm saying that is 1 times 1, 1 plus 1. And in roulette, both 8, 11, 10, and 13, 8, 11, 10, and 13, 8 and 11 equals to 19, 10 and 13 equals to 23. The total is 42. 8 and 11, 8 and 13 is 21 now, and the average is 21. And it brings in the moon. When this connects together at 13, 13 brings on the moon. So 8 and 11, 11 will turn female, and this equation will bring on the moon in its connection. Let's see if I can just show you really easy. Okay, so so let me show you where I'm talking about. Okay, this here, see this piece here, and this piece here, and this piece here, and this piece here. It repeats again. Okay, it repeats again here, these two here, and these two here. This is the invert of this. The total roulette wheel, okay, the total roulette betting form divides here. This is where the key is. This is where the cube ends up get put in by the honeycomb over here, if you want to look at it like a honeycomb. Right, right. Okay, I'm going to look at that comment a little bit. I'm going to get a little bit of tea. I'm going to come back. Sometimes the flow is really good. I got a lot of things, if I can remember them all, certain things I did during the day. Some of my work, some of the art is always questionable. It's always questionable. I'm not here as anything more than, I don't know, opening a can of worms or something. Oh, give me 2 minutes. Oh. Give me 2 minutes, all right? Go to the bathroom or something. Give me 2 minutes.
Funny that I spoke about this. Let me keep reading this. Purple. Remember purple. 8 and 4 is my grandmother. It's also purple. It's also to buy and to sell, which is like an auction. It's also the ring and the pull. There are 150 days left in the year. Counting backwards. 150, 149 plus the day. Six is the reverse of 1. If you multiply it, you get 1 and 216. The void of 6 is 3 on a cube. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. You get the Venus gates. And 9 equals 36. Let me write that out. $27.29. So what happens next? 3 times 3 times 3 is the void. This is the void to 666, right? That's in your cycle 147. And this will be 27. And 3 plus 3 plus 3 will equal to 09. The total here, the total equals to 36 to a single digit. It'll be the Venus gate, BG, Beta Gates. This will say win big. This is 1/3 of what is, and what is equals 54 numeric value for breath and sun. This value gives me 45. It gives me the word fox. To bring it to a 10-10 world, okay, I'm going to need 65. And the reverse of 65 is 12, but I don't want to get into that depth. Why did I mention 147? Give me a second. First, we're going to come up and you're going to say Jack. Jack has 6 eyes. 6 plus 1 equals to 7. 6 plus 4 equals to 10/1. 6 plus 7 equals to 13/4. 147. 6 comes back into the cycle. Another reason I said 1, 4, and 7. Okay, and I think I was right about it, is because of the mathematics that 1, 4, and 7 divided by 3 will equal to 0.333 equals to 1.333 and equals to 2.333. And I'm not going to change this, but this would equal to either 3.999 or this doesn't change. This definitely changes. So this one will be 3 point something in the house of 333. 1/3 and 2/3. What does this one do? I don't know. The ring is 4. A face has 9. A pull has 2. Actually, a face is 1 and 9. A face is one area, and on every area, face. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 5, 15. Wow, 15 and 25. Face and area equals to 40. Wow. Yo. Earth and Mars. In this combination, the blue world, the gate. Yeah, so this is your one reason, because 2, 5, and 8 divided by 3 equals 0.666 equals to 1.666, and this equals to 2.666. So already you know by this that Jack is in the house of the 3 little pigs. Whoop, the light, sorry about that. I don't know how long that went on. So let me, right, I heard about that. Let me read this. Okay, so let me have a little tea here. Well, 6886 is the house planet dividing of the 7th gate, 9 lives of the cat, created by. 86 is also a revertible number because base 86 can be high. Well, I'm going to give you the whole lowdown. 9 times 9 equals to 81. 9 plus 9 equals to 18. So in your first one, it's 10 and 8. You can go JH, you can go AH, you can just say the letter R, and the I is the reverse. Whatever, Jahari, Harry. I just come up with Harry. Harry's the one to watch. I'm going to tell you right now. It's been years that I've seen this. Harry with the red hair. Okay. The next thing is the multiplication of 1 times 8, 1 plus 8 equals to 8 equals to 9 equals to H and I. This is where I get my I from. And then you get Q17, the added. So you have high Q. And this is your base creation. Then once you get from that, you get high QO. You get high Q, you get high Q, right? And then you get O. And 1 times 7 equals 7. 1 plus 7 equals to 8. And this is where you get your GH. So within the 2 words, you're spelling the word high Q. And the total here is the 15 for the letter O. This is now what envelops this? What other letters envelop it? It's the letter Y, which is the 25th letter, okay, and your reverse will be the B, which is the second letter. So I can't get in. I'm not fluid with everything. I just know how to recreate certain situations. Just like your 7 will go with your king, and your 8 will go with your queen. Your queen will go with your queen will be with 2, 5, and 8, and your king will be with 3, 6, and 9. So it would be this one over here, basically. It would be a right-sided tilt in this, but if I change the numbers around, it'll change. But it's the what we can actually look at. It doesn't matter where it is. This is opposite of this. Therefore, 1, 4, 7 and 2, 5, 8 create opposites, where 1, 4, and 7 and 2, 5, and 8 flip a completely upside down. See, the queen is out, the king is coming in, the numbers get changed. We're going to take away the 2, 5, 8, replace it with 6, 5, 9. So we were working 2, 5, 8, 1, 4, 7 before. Because you're always working, in reality, you're always working with this one here all the time. And these are our cycles. 7 months of 31 days, 4 months of 30 days, and 1 month of Valentine's, our creation or the spirit. But 4 months of 30 days, 6 times 5 equals to 30. 2 times 15 equals to 30. How many things can we find about 30? I don't remember. I did a piece on this somewhere else where it sort of showed me or led me, maybe my mind is so fixated on Mars being that 30 creation, and through the gateway of 31 days, through the one spirit birth of the month, the only month that was February 14th, somehow maybe the birth of the cube or something. February 14th, the 45th day of the year. Day 45, which is the Fox Pass. The reason I say that is because Fox is 45 and Pass is 55. And to complete to a 10-10 world, it's 65. But I need to find a little bit more understanding with it. But I'm off. I wasn't finished. I wasn't finished. Hold on a second. Yeah, I wasn't finished with this. There was something else involved in this. How we got to a certain number. Right at the end, we were sitting with. See, here we have the king and the queen. And the king and the queen. So we reverted, right? That's what we were doing. We reverted from 258. Okay. Reverted from 258 into where the king is 147. So when 147 king comes in, so does the jack. And the king comes in because, well, the queen is out, the king is in. So we're going to make that switch ourselves. We're going to go to the gateway instead of to the heaven. The heaven is a rotation eternal. Now the gateway is an outway. It's a movement. The king, because of the king. The king, where's the king? The king has 7 eyes. Well, the king, we're going to write this on another page. The king has 2 times 7 eyes. The queen has 2 times 8 eyes, and the jack has 2 times 6 eyes because of the reverse. 147, 258, 369. So when you take what is not 3, 6, and 9 and add them directly together, just these two, the queen and the jack, we're going to add them together as 62 and 25 equaling to 97, birth in the gate. 2, 8, 2, 6. This will create this 2 times 8, 2 plus 8 equals 16 and 10, 26. This will give you into your T minus, into the cube. I'm not going to explain it. And all these numbers have to come back again. Maybe I should have put 82 and you think I should have just put 82 and 26? We're going to get the void and the one spirit involved. Doesn't matter what I'm going to do. I'm not bringing this anything more than 2 digits. 26, 27, and 28. Or you can also go 62, 72, and 82. And it doesn't matter which one you're going to pick. We picked this one and this one. We're going to pick 27 and 28, and 27 and 28. And this one will be 46, and this one will be 55. So it's going to tell me a story. This is the freedom pass of 76 because of the mathematics. The IT system and DNA will create that. Where do I get this from? Number 14 is your full word DNA inside of it. The 1A, the 14th N, and the 4th letter D, DNA. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is 5 and 4, or D and E, or in English, this is a French word, this would be an English word. 5 and 4, 5 by 4, 5 plus 4 equals to 20, and 9 equals to 29 in the IT system, especially if you're going to use the word Hewitt or Hewitt, meaning 8. HU equals to 29 is IT equals to 29. I don't know why they have to fit all together. So when we put the king and the queen together, we get the sun, 28 and 26, 54. We get the freedom pass between the king and the queen, and we get electric company between the jack and the king. So what do we get with a straight add up? Let's see. 1 and 2 equals 3. 1 and 5 equals 6. 1 and 8 equals 9. 4 and 2 equals 6. 4 and 5 equals 9. 4 and 8 equals 12. 1 and 2 is 3. So we get 7 and 2 equals 9. 7 and 5 equals 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 7 and 8 equals to 15. 1 and 5 equals to 6. So that's when we get full rotation right now when the jack is working with the queen. But when jack works with the king, 3, 6, 9 over 1, 4, 7, we will get 4, 1, 7. We will return back into rotation. Instead of being in this, we're going to go into this. This to this. I don't know what it means, but this is the cycle we were running with the king. Maybe we're never able to get into this cycle, and this cycle is being controlled because of the moon, same numeric value. This is the game. This is the card. Maybe there's an interference. I'm going to take 1 second to check my messages on this important night, and it's exactly funny that it's 2:22. And that's what you put up. We're really connected, I guess, right? Okay, just give me a minute. Okay. Okay, come in. Come on. Come on. Okay. I didn't know the door's locked. Come on. You don't be silly. I'll give you a candy treat. You'll come in, maybe. I'll give you a candy treat. You'll come in. Give me a minute. Just get the cat. Come on. Come in. I guess you don't want to come in. I want to just shut this. It's going to take a 1 minute break. We're going to go onto the floor. I hope I don't pull out any wires again. I'm not sure if you can see out there. Just give me a second. Let me fix this. Hold on. Okay. Let me see. Just give me a second. Maybe I can get my pointer. Let me see if I can show you this. This line here. This line here. Separation. This line here. Okay. This is 36 numbers. This is 36 numbers. Until I create these two, I do not have that division. But until I flip it backwards, I do not have this division. So I must flip it. And then I must flip it again to see what they all look like together. And then I go and I connect it. So I connect it here. Let me see. I connect it here. Looks like a turtle, right? All spread out. And then over here, right? Just like over here, right? I just did a skull bone of it. I only did one set of numbers, only 18 numbers. Here I did 18 in the black. Okay. No, sorry. Here, all these are even numbers, and they fall in even numbers on X, even numbers on Y, even numbers on X. So I'm not going to, it's hard for me to lean over, but what it's showing me is that the O, the X, and the Y, okay, have what's going on through the numeric pattern of the roulette scale, which is their betting board. Just give me one more second. I don't know why the camera keeps doing this. Okay, there's, okay, I don't know why anti-flicker, whatever it was. Okay, where were we? So the reason I mentioned that the king, the queen, and where I get it is I use the number of eyes, 8. I bring everything to what I believe, and I can bring it to all of them. if you believe the cycle is 9, listen, I believe the cycle is 147, the 7 months, the 4 months, the 1 month, right? Let's follow the zodiac. What happens to the zodiac? Tell me about the zodiac. Give me the numbers, fill them out. I'll see what's happening. I'll take a look. It all can be calculated. It's always put together that way. It's a word, it's a number, it's a number, it's a word. Where does it come from? Do we have to know the weight and measures? They gave us all the formulas, right? They had to. In order for us to give them all the answers, we needed to have all the formulas. They taught us everything. We know it. We already know it. Okay, okay, let me look at this. Let me look at this. Okay, number one, I wanted to finish with the word Christ, CHRIST. And there's a word with RST in it. Give me a word that ends in RST, right? But in the word ends in RST is the 18th and the 19th and the 20th letter. The average is 57. They're talking about the moon. Okay. They're also talking about the sun. In average, 3 times 18 and 3 times 19 and then 3 by 20 equals to 60. And those are the periods. And then the 15 and 15 intermission. We have 2 goalies. You play poker, they have a puck. Puck moves. You play craps, you have a puck. The puck moves. You have a big blind, you have a small blind, you have 3 periods in hockey. You have the possibility of 3 points on every single score. More often than not, the minimum is 2 minutes in the penalty box, 2 times 60 minutes. Halfway through is the 1 minute mark. Flipping into the 59 second mark. I'm going to read what's on the sidelines, or let me just finish with this. The moon and the sun total 101. They also total 1 and 2. 10 and 11. 3 cubes. And the center cube, okay, the average between the 2 cubes is 10 and 11. The high and the low. The middle is 10.5, and it can't happen. They call the hand of God 70 and 35. I'm not going to get into it, but at 1/3 and 2/3 electric company and the gateway to the heavens. 3, 2, and 1. What is that 1? Is that the 105 that's split between the 2? So if you have 3 and 18, what is 3 and 18? It's C and R when it comes together. And what is that? What is that? Well, the minimum you can have on 3 dice, right, is not 0. It's 3. And the maximum you can have is 18. So when they're sitting this way, you have 9. When they're sitting this way, you have 12. So when you have 9, 5 and 2 and 2, you have 5 and 5 and 2. So this equals to 9 and this equals to 12. Now your I and your L have reason to be because of the presentation of the House of Kaba. Welcome to the House of Kaba. The calculator, the keyboard, the ATM machine. It's all over the place. Wherever you go, you can't get away from it. It's built, the system is built on it, intertwined within us. We even flow to it. Why are we here? Why are we here? What are we doing here? What is it all about? We chose to come here because we were what they call the big shots. Ah, we're the big shot angels. Take away my wings, see what I can do. I can do that planet right. I can outsmart them all. Somehow we came here, however it was. Now, this is a skeleton. If I was to redraw it, you would see 9 areas. And it's just so funny. I did some things on my floor that were just crazy. Outlining, listen, if I do this, right? If I do this, right? And then, no, I can't do it on this. Okay, forget about that. Yes, so this and this, the same, right? But if I only make one stroke out to it, all you're going to see is one side of cubes. And the total cubes here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have a total of 9 cubes. So that's this side. So now I go ahead and we do it again. We got 9 cubes. So where's the rest of them? They're in the center going around. The ones in the center going around is 8 cubes. 8 cubes. Eight cubes. 9, 9, and 8 equals to 26 and 1 space. 1 space in the center with 6 rotation. The center that spins, it spins in 3 different directions. The spin is 3. And then there's the spin this way in the center spin. The center spin. So I can spin this way, I can spin it this way, and I can spin it this way. So there's 3 spins. So, but I'm spinning 8. 3 times 8 equals to 24. Now I can spin this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. So that gets 6 spin. Okay, and that's times 9. So that equals to 54, and that equals to 24. 6-9 rotation of the sun, creation of the heavens, a 24-hour day, dividing the gates. 3 spins and 6 spins. Inside your 8 is your 4 and 4. Your 8 and 9 is your high heavens. Your 9 times 9, 9 plus 9 equals 81 equals 18. 1 times 8, 1 plus 8 equals to 8 equals to 9 times 8 equals to 72 and 17. 72 times 17 is 1224 plus 89 equals to 1313. And these two numbers, 1 and 2, is what brings 3 and 7, the creation gate together. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 from within the 7th gate. Because it's the only way to ignite the 7th gate. The only way to ignite the 7th gate is this one over here with this one over here. This one, okay, brings the partaking. You see, here's the true earth, right? It's not in here. It's in here. But it only shows up, right, when Mars, where's Mars? When Mars is about, you see? When you get Earth and Venus, Earth only comes in to Mars. It duplicates in Mars. And this 6 is the only one that has penetration to this 1, the same penetration as this has directly in the 4. So this will penetrate and work directly with the 6. 5 will work with 6 and 4. Those are the 2 numbers that don't have the dot. 1 will work with 2 and 4 because they don't have the dot. 3 will work with 2 and 6. So you just have to find that odd combination, not to duplicate 1 and 1. And if you do duplicate 1 and 1, what is the story? Okay. Let me see. Let me just read the rest here. I don't know if anybody's here. It shows that everybody is gone. Let me see the video on YouTube. Am I a little out to lunch? What's happening to me? Okay, Jeremiah, go ahead. Walk. Good, great. Okay, wait. Let me read. I'm backed up. Shemitah. Okay, Shemitah. I got it. I wrote that down. 19 and 8. So we start with a reverse alphabet, okay? And I am at I am spirit heaven. At I am spirit heaven. 19 and 8 and 13 and 9 and 20 and 1, 21, 30, 43, 51, 61, 70. 70. 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 162. 6 by 27, reverse alphabet. 6 by 27, reverse alphabet. 120 and 42. 42 is the divided gates. Shemitah is 70. That means 92. Birth of the IT system. Yellow, something to do with yellow. In other words, that equal to 92. Its prim value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 6 times 11 equals 66 and 2/3. So I know 2/3 would be the ring. 2/3 and 1/3. One of the scenario. 2/3 also goes to hockey on ice. It also goes to AA. Okay, GAA 711. 1 goal and assist. Assist 1, assist 2. AS and T. 55515 with AT. From first to last, 5515. Just ironic 7 come 11. That should show up with this. Okay, so I'm reading this right over here, right? And that's the word I'm talking about. And you're right, it's 21 years. It's the 84, the end of the 84-year cycle of Jupiter. Of Pluto. The 84 Pluto, and it works in with our clock. So according to numbers, that is, in games people play. The entertainment that we put out here, that's all it is, for just entertainment. But everything is real from what our findings are real. They are real to the realm of what the equation represents in them. Right, Phoenix, very good. I like that. I've had that in. That shows up that this is all about Mr. BO. You know, BO 13013. The initials B and O. Okay, um, is number 44, and to create P and H, it's number 44. The division of night and day. The E. Why would the E show up next in this word? Why is it representing the two gates, 55, the passage? Let me see if I can get it. Because 7 and 7 is 14, 1 and 4 equals to 5. Is it a 145? Or because it's the third letter, right? Not the second letter, right? It might be 325. And the 325 is Venus and Earth coming together, which will create the seventh gate for birth. I'm just trying to think if I can repeat that. It's the beta gates, 2 7s. 7 and 7 is 14, 1 and 4 equals to 5, or 27. Mercury in the house. Mercury is that 13. Not only does it start with M13, but it also finishes with 103. AC/DC. M is one side of the alphabet, N is the other side of the alphabet. If M would go to Z and N would go to A, as how can I explain it? Instead of 13 letters, we're going to go one letter, we're going to go 14 letters. And then from the back side of the alphabet, we're going to go 14 letters. Just like in piano, we go from the left side of the piano over to center C. So center C is the 24th key, is center C. 24th key is center C. So if you wanted to count the 52 on the piano, as like you want to count the 26 in the alphabet, where you would go A through M equals to 91 and N through Z equals to 264. No, 260. I know that off by heart. It's the alphabet. The spirit of the doghouse, the spirit of the queen, the purple worlds, Pluto. No, sorry, Pegasus, purple, the game, the card, 2 through 6, and not 1 through 5. So what happens is 1 through 5 equals to O, E, and 2 through 6 equals to it equals to what? 2 through 6 equals to T, and 1 through 6 equals to U, and 2 through 6 equals to, I'm just trying to think, E, F, U. So this combination says O, E, U, F, and that's an egg. 1 through 5, 1 through 6 says egg. 2 through 6 says T. So I'm not really sure it says toe. I don't really know the explanation inside of that. So anyways, let's go to the continuation of the division of the alphabet. So now when I reverse it and I go A through N, okay, equals to 105. Now I have the division between the 3 cubes. For those who followed, what are the 3 cubes? We got 3 cubes here. The minimum is going to be 3. The maximum is going to be 18. And the mean divider is going to be 10 and 11. 105 will not happen. That is when, if you want to meet 105, you're going to meet in between the cubes. You're going to meet in between the cubes in the space because there is none. The cubes be divided. So that's your 105. And you know what's funny? It's a 1-to-1 payout for a total number. And it would be funny because you have 3 dice and you have area spaces in between, 3 and 2 areas void in between. I wonder if these areas count. Hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out where I was. Okay, back to the alphabet. So yeah, so I just overlapped the alphabet. And if you want to look for center C of the piano, although it's the 24th key, you're gonna, and there's 7. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go 23, 22, and 21. Then you're gonna go 25, 26, and 27. And this one's the center of these 3 and these 3. But when you're going the other way in the piano, okay, this area is 29, 28, 27, and 26. So when you're going to be looking at, okay, and 30, and 31, and 32, and they're all going to be 53. So if you're looking to see if you know any of these 53 relationships, here they are. This is the true center C of the piano. The day of birth. Creation, you see the separation polarity is here and here. The reverse alphabet is, well, that's not it. D23, C24 creates 27. That's the reverse. DC, house of DC. It is the house planet. 68. 2 times 4 equals 8. 2 plus 4 equals 6. If you divide it by 2, it equals to 34. Cold blue. If you invert it to 86, it equals to 43. And that would be hot red. You have red hot, you might have cold blue, you might have but if you bring them together, you create a true purple, which is, that combination would be 4 and 12, and it's a representation from here. Where do I get this from? This is from the game of pool. The 4 and the 12 ball are what color? Are they not purple? This is because it creates a window. This is what it creates the window for. In what world? 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, 3 and 2. It is Earth and Venus coming together through Mars, the mirror. In here and here, we're going to look at 7 and 1. Here we're going to look at 4 and 4. Okay, now this is your Q gate. This is a fabrication of ape life. These are your only 4s that will come together. Your 31 and your 22. That is the division between day and night, starting at this number. And this is the mirror to this, the 23rd and the 24th, as is C and D. But there's another mirror as well. J also becomes a mirror. If we start the alphabet in the center as M, J becomes a mirror, or D becomes a mirror going the other way. And what's ironic is A1 plus B2 plus C3, okay, plus D4 equals to J10. So they just like bounce into each other both ways. Just give me a second. Let me check out what's going on. Usually I don't do it, but okay, we'll talk. Wow. Just give me 1 second here. Just 1 second. Okay. Let me go down. Rituals, Revelations. Revelations, Harry, Beauty and the Beast. Harry, Beauty and the Beast. I wish we had time to learn more. Think we know too much and why they are what I wish we had time to learn more. I think we know too much and why they are worried. Staging this crappy war. Magic square of Saturn. Wow, there's a whole bunch of, hold on. Magic square of Saturn. Let me look this up. I know nobody's here, but that's okay. Magic square of Saturn. Magic square of Saturn. Magic square of Saturn. Let's see if we can see where this comes from. I think I've tried it and I couldn't find it. So just give me a second. So you can see over here what it is, right? So it's 492357816. So what has happened? What has happened is, wow, too much light, eh? Too much light. I want to see if we can fix this. I don't know if it's this light or what. It's definitely this terrible light. Just 1 second. Let me fix this. This is just a terrible, terrible, terrible light. Okay, just oh, much better. Let me see if I can fix the okay. I guess I have to check for the proper software. Okay, so the magic square. So let me get back to magic square, and this is going to be at 142 magic square. 142 is 102 minute magic square. Magic square. Okay. So let me see magic. Let me see. I can't see anymore. That's the thing. Oh, look at that. Okay. Okay. I have to write something. Okay, let me see if you can see this. Magic square. Pro 49, noun 64, add 5, verb 47. So right away you got time, add time 52, earth. Magic is 33, rotation inside the sun, inside the word. This can be represented as the 7th letter and can be reverted to the 10th letter for Jack, connecting to Jack, the reason to come in to something. When you get to 10, it's because you went somewhere. You weren't nowhere. Otherwise, you wouldn't have 10, which is 1, because 1 is now inside of something. I see 3 and 9, 9 and 3, 13 and 1, 4 and 1, square 81, Venus. Venus square, 9 times 9, 81. The total of each one will tell a story. Then there's this. So I'm not the one doing it. If you want to know where you can get this, I'm going to share it with you. Copy this, paste. This is the best program you can get. Okay, so now we're going to get to how did they get these numbers? I don't know if I'm going to have the answer tonight, but I can tell you that they moved the 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, and they put it on the cross, and they put the 2, 4, 6, 8 on the corners. So when you add them all to 15, so what happened? How did they do it? Well, 1, 5, 9 used to be, here is 1, 5, and 9. You know that you could have also, if you want to do the same thing, you can also put 1, 5, and 9. 2 ways to do it. X and O. You ever hear of it? So I'm just going to go get something. I have something I'm going to pick up. I'm going to take a little picture and see if I can show you these pictures. Cheese. Cheese. Okay. So I'm going to get a little tea in the kitchen. So I want to finish 666 gematria. I didn't finish with that. I didn't finish with the 666 yet, because the 666 has a 111 reverse, has a 333 void, has an 888 as well in the void on the reverse to the 1. And if you don't know what that means, it means here is number 1. Every face is the same face as the calculator, 9 areas, not 12. It's 9. On this line here, it repeats. It's just showing you, even on the phone, when they give you the pound key and the star key and the 0. So there's 9 to a face, 9 to every face. If I've said I'm going to show you a face, you're going to say, how many? I'm going to say, well, of 9 positions, I will show you 21 dots. Here is 1. Every single area is 9. There's 1. There's 8 on the outside. Call this one Hara or Harry. The only way to get 1 and 8 is 9 times 9 or 9 plus 9. 99 also represents Jupiter and 13 and many other words. I'll get into that in a minute. Let me just read out the rest. Yeah. He is absolutely. This one is for sure there. And Crazy Matrix World. I miss Lavette. She was making contents. 57 5G water molecule spin. 57 is 5G water molecule spin faster with 5G, and the air molecule spin faster with 4G or 47, right? Right. That's why I can't keep walking that dog. Okay, so hey, what's up? Looking for new comments, new questions. I just need to check on my comment, what the comment was. You know what? Kingway Maker, if you ever get to this part of the video, I think I'll mention it to you. Let me write this down. 1 minute 50. 1 hour 50. Kingmaker. Okay, so there was a comment, okay, Kingway Maker, and it's Mercury, and it's also September. 103 is also September. And 25 is for the Burr, and 78 is for the September, and 7 in French is 19, and 5 is 24, 34, 44, 54, 60. So it's 60 and 43. Wow. Because the word SEPT, let me show you. The word SEPT, 20 and 16, 36 and 24. It's, oh boy, that's pretty different. Right, 60, right. So that means the rest of the word is 43. 25 and 18. And this is matter and energy that come in next. I have to figure out what everything is in there. But another thing about the dollar, okay, the dollar sign, the change, how can I say, Mars and the dollar sign are on the keyboard. They're on the same key. So you have DO11, okay, then you have A12. I'll mark it another way. All they have to do is mark the letter R. For me, it's a resident angel. It has to do with this right over here, this dot, okay, area 51 on this cube. The 8 surrounds what is 1, what is the E world, what is the 5 pass, what is the 3.5 area, what is number 53 or 28, and the reality of 24 in the piano, where one is the day and the other reflects the cycle of the moon. And they are in the invert of each other. The day and the cycle of the moon, the 24-hour day. It doesn't say the 24-hour night. It says the 24-hour day. And that is the night to the moon cycle. And so 1 and 6 also invert. And there is a division in the gate right over here. 2 and 4 creates a division. 16 and 10, 7 and 1, and there's a gate in that division. The mathematics between that equals to 16 and 10 equals to 26, but it doesn't matter because 1 and 6 is 7, 1 plus 0 is 1. It tells me it's a gate into the house, 62. See, there's the 1, 5, and there's the 2, 6. Those are the lowest ones, 1 and 2. But at the same time, when your 1 is up, your 6 cannot be up. It'll be down. So it'll be on the second level. And when the 2 is up, the 5 cannot be up. So it'll be on the second level. So that's what you can create this situation. So let us try and figure out. Let me see. Absolutely 102. Okay. So how am I going to, this was just the different ways of creating the designs. Let me see if I can show you this. So these designs, okay, is a numeric pattern of 36 numbers per row. This is a row. And here is a row. And here's a row. Each one of these rows of 36 numbers. I didn't complete this design. This is a skeleton part. This way, I completed it, but I believe we should be going a little bit more. There's not enough numbers here. So when we create 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I do 1, 2, 3, we see this happening. We see this happening twice. I only see this happening once. So there's no reflection. So I must create this one over here and this one over here in order to have this reflection. So now I can understand my rotation. So we have how many areas? I have 1 area, 2 areas, 3 areas, 4 complete areas. 4 complete areas. 1 area, 2 areas, 3 areas. I need 4 complete areas to make full replication. I get the 2 in the middle. I get the 1 in the middle. I get the 2. So I get the complete mirror of that. So now we have to figure out what turns this to be this number. What makes this number? What makes 4 a 4? This used to be the 1 position. So if I went 4 times 1, it will equal to 4. So this was the 2 position. The only way to get the 2 position to repeat in 9 is multiply it 9 by 2 equals to 18. This is the 3 position. Is there any way to create a 2 in the 3 position? 8 by 3, 7 by 3, 6 by 3. There's really no way to create it in the 3 position. 2 times 3, 3 times 3, 4 times 3, 5 times 3, 6 times 3, 7 times 3, 8 times 3. All you're going to get in the 3 position is 3, 6, and 9. But they put it in they have 2 in that position. How can you get this one? You can go 3 times 1. You can go 7 times 3 or 3 times 7 in order to get that number over there. How do you get number 5? It's 1 times 5 equals to 5. Is there any other way to get the 5? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. 8 times 5 is 4. 7 times 5 is 8. 6 times 5 is 3. 4 times 5 is 2. 3 times 5 is 6. 2 times 5 is 1. So the only way to get it is through 5 and 1, and the 5 is in area 1 position. The 6, how does it get number 7? 1 times 6, 2 times 6, 3 times 6. It can't happen. This can't happen, and this can't happen, and this happens to be the beta gates. Now when you go to number 8 can be 4 times 2. Okay, so where number 8 is Uranus, the 7 would be over there. Sorry, I'm trying to get the wrong number. I have to understand that the 1 was here, the 2 was here, the 3 was here, the 7 was over here. So 4 by 2 equals to the 8, so it creates the gateway in Uranus. To get over to the 1 through the 8th position, is that possible? Eight times 8 equals to 64. That's the way we can do it. There's also another way to figure these out. If we wanted to work with 4, we would be working with the I'm just trying to figure something. Well, I'm just going to give you a basic equation. 22, 8 in Uranus. 2 times 2, 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4. The total is 8. So is there a way to create 2? 3 times 6, no. 3 times, there's got to be a way multiplying and adding. If you just give me a second, let me think a little bit. I need to get 2. No, there's no way to get 2. So to get number 8, to get number 1, it was 8 times 8. 8 times 8 will create 1. And to get to number 6, it'll be 3 by 2 to get to number 6. So the only ones you couldn't get were these two. Oh, sorry, this is the 9 position. Oh boy, no, you cannot get it. You cannot get a 6. Oh, can you get a 6? No, because anything times 9 will remain 9. So you cannot get any of these numbers on this side, and you can get the rest of them. B, G, and F, 2, 7, and 6, 84 and 15 equals to 99, because it's all being created from 99, Jupiter, Pluto, and Mars, 99. It's also 5184 is also another, if you do that, it's 135. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to check if there's any questions. I'm a bit tired, 2 hours into this video, getting late, didn't respond. Oh, I wanted to show you these pictures. Hold on. So we have this here. Then there's this one here. I wanted to show you what a single row looks like. This is what a single row looks like. 2, 4, 6. Let me do it this way. 2, 4, 6, 8. See, 8, 11, 10, and 13 connect together and then run over this way. See the way it looks like there's a small bend or a bridge going over? I don't understand the dimensions yet of this. So inside your first square is a Y, and inside your second one is an X. And here you have 1, 1, 1. There's also a 1 in the center over here, but it's a dark one. And it happens again over here. It happens here, here, and here. There's 1, 2. There's some short ones. What they are is when 8 and 11 come together, when two numbers come together, I call that a 1. See, 9 and 12 came together here. It's not as what's it called? Is because of how thick I put the paint. Then there's this over here. This one over here is the same as this. Oh, do you see what I did with the octagon, the 8? When you connect this, right, that's the dark numbers. When you connect this, it creates 2 hexagons. Now, I could have created 2 more in the free space passage in the center. It's a complete division. I could have put these together and see what it really did, because I haven't done that piece yet by pushing these together other than in Photoshop. Okay, I didn't really like it. I'm going to do it in Photoshop, see what happens to it. Push this together. So these are the turtles, and these are 2, 4, 6, 8. This is 20, 20, 40, 20, 20, 40. Those are the total of the numbers connected. And then these numbers connected in here is, I think it's 8 and 11 is 19, 19, 38. 15 and 15 is 30, and 6 and 6 on the roulette board. I'm conking out here. So this, the only difference with this is, first of all, I didn't leave an area space, and I'm going to have to redo this again, right? But with an area space, what I mean is I went 1, 2, 3, and then the next square after I touched, it was 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1 touching. But now I'm going to leave a gap between each one so I can hook them up. But anyways, this is what it is right now. So this one is using the odd numbers, and anything in the center, I put an X. You see in the center, 5, 14. The first one is 5. Second one is 14, 23, 32. I put a square to show you what happens. See the X here, but a square over here. See the difference, what it makes over here compared to what it looks here. See the candy wrapper. Over here, what I did is I did the even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8. What you saw empty is now full, 2, 4, 6, 8, except instead of using squares, I used X's. So I used X's everywhere. What you see in between, right, is 36, 36, 36, 36. So I have 36 and 34, 34. The first two are 36, 36. The next are 34, and then 36. And this area space over here, that area space, if I think correctly, is 28 and 31 and 28 and 31. No, it has to be red. It has to be red because this is a black design. So 25, and no, hold on a second. It's got to be two reds. 34, 31, 28. I got a number over there. Okay. I'm using up complete boxes. I'm Xing out through a box. So that's box over there is 34, 31, 2, 2. Hold on a second. I got to look at this a little bit better, what it is. One, 2, 3. Okay, so this is 3 and 3. Oh, what am I talking? This is 16 and 19, and this is 18 and 21. That's where the dog bone is, 16 and 19, 18 and 21. These over here that are missing are 25 and 27. 25 and 27. Connected down here is 36 and 34. And over here, okay, I went back, okay, and instead of putting squares in the one box, I went and put an X in the one box and come up with this design instead of that design. You see the way everything turned to the side? What is the difference between X and O? Well, there you go. This is the difference between X and O. And where you see a single window here and a double window here, you're seeing a double window here and a single window here and some kind of V-up shape. So I'm a little tired. It's a little late. Got a little bit done tonight. Got any questions? Don't hesitate not to ask. And that's going to be the end of the night. I want to thank you for watching Raphael 7286. Anybody's interested in buying this building, save the painted house. And time to put some food in the fridge. Thank you for watching this video.